Good morning, dear friend. If you're here in this moment, receive a gentle welcome, not as someone who has it all figured out, but as someone learning, step by step, to come before the Lord with a sincere and open heart. And as we begin, we place this time before Jesus, our mediator, the one who allows us to draw near with both confidence and humility. Let me share something softly, something we often overlook at the start of a new day. You did not wake up today because you earned another opportunity. You woke up because mercy said yes, and grace made space for you to rise again. Before you reached for your phone, before the messages, the deadlines, the responsibilities, the concerns about finances, health, or family, grace was already there. And even before the memories of yesterday, the regrets, the missteps, the heaviness you carried, mercy was already waiting for you. So many mornings begin with quiet pressure. We open our eyes and already feel behind. We scroll, we think, we measure, we compare. And somewhere deep within, a voice whispers, "I need to do more today. I need to be better. I need to earn my peace." But peace has never been something we achieve. Mercy meets us not when we are impressive, but when we are honest. And grace doesn't wait for us to feel ready. It meets us when we are willing to lean closer. Through everyday life, this truth becomes clear. Mercy is God not letting yesterday define me, and grace is Him giving me strength to keep moving when I feel like I have nothing left. Mercy holds what is behind me. Grace sustains what is before me. And together, they walk with us, quietly and faithfully, through the simple, ordinary moments of life. Scripture gently calls us, "Let us come boldly to the throne of grace, so that we may receive mercy and find grace to help in time of need." There is a softness in that order. Mercy first, then grace. Healing before strength. Compassion before purpose. Restoration before the next step. Because the truth is, many of us wake up with a sense of shame we cannot fully explain. A heaviness that lingers from yesterday. Words we wish we could take back. Thoughts we are not proud of. Decisions we question. Shame can drain the soul slowly, making us feel unworthy of joy, unworthy of peace, even unworthy of God's presence. But mercy gently reminds us that we are not defined by the moment we fell. And grace reminds us that weakness does not disqualify us from being carried. I have learned in my own life that I am not still standing because I am strong. I am standing because God has been kind. There were moments I should have collapsed under the weight of my own fears and mistakes. Yet, I was held, not by my discipline, not by my effort, but by a mercy that did not let me be consumed, and a grace that kept whispering, "Take one more step." Lamentations tells us that His mercies are new every morning, not recycled, not leftovers. Fresh compassion for a fresh day. And when a morning begins this way, framed by mercy and grace, something shifts inside. Shame loosens its grip. Fear grows quieter. The need to prove yourself begins to fade. You stop striving to earn worth, and you begin resting in the truth that you are already seen and already loved. And from that place, the day feels different. Not easier, not perfect, but carried. A life grounded in mercy is not easily destroyed by failure. And a life sustained by grace is not halted by weakness. Not because we are capable, but because God is patient. Not because we are steady, but because His kindness remains. So, before we rush ahead, before we try to control what today will hold, let us pause here for a moment. Let us bring this morning to Jesus, the one who stands between our weakness and God's holiness, the one who understands, intercedes, and carries us closer. Let this be our quiet prayer. Lord, have mercy. Jesus, I need your grace. Lord, have mercy. Jesus, I need your grace. As we begin this day, may our hearts move gently, from pressure into perspective, from striving into surrender, from heaviness into the quiet awareness that we are being held. And now, together, in the stillness of this morning, let us pray. Lord, this morning I come to you quietly. I am not rushing into this moment, and I am not pretending that I have everything together. I come as I am, aware that this day is not something I earned or created for myself, but something you have allowed me to receive, a gift shaped by mercy, a beginning held by grace. There is a gentle stillness around this moment, the soft hum of a fan, the distant movement of traffic outside, the quiet of a home not yet fully awake, the faint light slowly filling the room. These small details remind me that life is happening again, and I am still here in it. I take a slow breath, letting my shoulders rest, placing my heart before you without performance, without trying to appear strong. Jesus, I come through you, my mediator, the one who makes it possible for me to draw near with honesty and peace. I do not come to impress. I come in truth. Some parts of me feel steady, and some parts feel uncertain. Some thoughts are clear, and others are still tangled from yesterday. But you already see all of it, and you still welcome me. Thank you, Father, for waking me today. Thank you for the breath in my lungs, for the bed that held me through the night, for the roof over me, for the simple provision that sustains life, water, rest, another chance to stand, another chance to begin. Thank you for watching over me when I was unaware, for guarding my life when I was asleep, for allowing me to rise again under your care. Last night may have carried worries I could not fully quiet. There may have been moments of restlessness, questions without answers, or a heaviness I did not know how to release. Yet this morning has come, not because everything was resolved, but because your mercy remained. Before I think about responsibilities, before I speak about plans, before I carry the weight of expectations, I pause to acknowledge you. You are God, you are holy. You are patient with me in ways I often do not understand. You are compassionate, gentle, and attentive, even when I am distracted or tired. Your word reminds me that your mercy is new every morning, and I receive that truth now with humility through Jesus, who stands between my weakness and your holiness. I draw near, not demanding, not striving, but trusting that I am held. I place this morning in your hands, not knowing everything it will contain, but believing it is safer there than in my own control. So I remain here for a moment, grateful for what has been given, aware of your presence, and willing to walk into this day slowly, guided, not driven, carried, not forced, sustained by mercy, and supported by grace. If this moment of prayer quietly resonated with your heart, you're welcome to stay connected with us by subscribing to the channel, so we can continue walking through these mornings together. And if a simple response rises within you, you might leave a short comment like, "Lord, I receive your mercy today," or "Jesus, guide my steps this morning." Sometimes even a few honest words can become a gentle prayer. If you feel this prayer could bring comfort to someone who is tired, overwhelmed, or searching for peace, consider sharing it with them. You never know how a quiet word of faith might meet someone right where they are. Father, I come before you this morning needing mercy, not because I have completely fallen apart, but because I am human, because I grow tired, because there are moments when I do not respond the way I wish I had. Moments when my words land too hard on the people I love. Moments when I lose patience with my children. Moments when I make promises I intend to keep, but forget in the rush of the day. Moments when old habits quietly return, and my faith feels more weary than strong, more silent than confident. I bring all of that to you now through Jesus, my mediator, the one who understands weakness, the one who carries what I cannot carry, the one who brings my heart before you with gentleness. Lord, I need mercy. Jesus, slow my heart. Father, thank you that mercy is not something I must earn through performance or perfection. It flows from who you are, gracious, compassionate, patient, and full of love, a love that does not withdraw when I struggle. I rest in that truth as I begin this day, not as someone who has everything figured out, but as someone learning to lean. And I thank you for grace. Grace that strengthens me when I feel stretched. Grace that helps me stand when life feels heavier than I expected. Grace that fills the spaces where my effort falls short. I have tried, at times, to carry life in my own strength, and I know how quickly that leaves me exhausted. So today, I bring this day into your hands instead. Through Jesus, I surrender what is ahead. My plans, my worries, my expectations, my quiet fears. I do not want to force my way through today. I want to walk, held by mercy, supported by grace, guided step by step. Father, cleanse my heart this morning, not with condemnation, but with kindness. If there are thoughts that are not healthy, attitudes that are not gentle, or actions that need to change, correct me in a way that restores rather than crushes. You do not shame me when I fall. You invite me back again and again. Where guilt lingers, let mercy meet me. Where regret follows, let forgiveness breathe. Where yesterday's mistakes try to define today, speak truth more gently and more deeply. Your word reminds me that when I confess, you are faithful and just to forgive and to cleanse. I hold on to that promise now, not as an escape from responsibility, but as a place where my heart can be made soft again. Lord, shape the way I rise today. Shape how I speak. Shape how I respond when I am interrupted, when I feel misunderstood, when I am tempted to rush, compare, or measure myself against others. It is easy to move too fast, to chase what others are doing, to feel behind, to carry a quiet fear of missing out. But I do not want to run ahead of you or drag my feet behind you. I want to walk at your pace. Lord, I need mercy. Jesus, slow my heart. Help me not ask for a day without consequences or challenges, but for a heart that is healed and guided as I walk through them. Help me remember that weakness does not mean abandonment. Struggle does not mean distance. Tired faith is still faith. Through Jesus, my mediator, I place myself before you again, honest, dependent, and willing to be led. Lord, I acknowledge that without you, I can do nothing. Without your mercy, I would be easily overwhelmed by the weight of my own thoughts and responsibilities. Without your grace, I would grow tired long before the day even unfolds. So this morning, right now, I lean fully on you. Not as a habit, but as a need. Through Jesus, my mediator, I bring this day before you, the one who understands my weakness and carries my heart gently into the Father's presence. I do not come pretending. I come as I am. Father, thank you that your mercy meets me where I truly am, not where I try to appear strong. You see the parts of me that feel steady and the parts that feel unsure. You see the confidence I show others and the quiet fears I carry inside. And still, you welcome me. Grace, I am learning, does not demand perfection from me. It invites trust. It teaches me to keep going without becoming hard, without closing my heart, without losing tenderness. It reminds me that progress matters more than performance, and that being present with you matters more than appearing capable to the world. So today, I come before you and gently set everything down. The work that already feels heavy, the conversations, the meetings, the expectations waiting ahead, the bills that still need to be handled, the duties I cannot avoid, concerns about my health, appointments I must keep, questions without answers, relationships that feel tense or uncertain, and the future that still feels unclear. I bring all of this to you, not to run from it, but so I don't have to carry it by myself. Remind me that surrender is not quitting. It is choosing to move forward with a calm heart, trusting that you see beyond what I can. I will take each step, and I ask you to guide and steady me. Father, shape my heart today with gentleness. You don't raise your voice to correct me. You lead me patiently, like a loving father helping a child learn to walk again. When I react too quickly, slow me down. When frustration starts to rise, soften my spirit. When I feel stirred by tension, by words, by unexpected changes, teach me to pause and respond with wisdom instead of reacting in haste. Lord, guard my words. Jesus, grow patience in me this morning. Help me begin this day with gentleness. Gentle with myself when I fall short. Gentle with others when they disappoint. Gentle with moments that don't unfold the way I planned. Even now, I ask for a heart that stays open, not hardened by pressure, not closed off by discouragement, not rushed by comparison. Let mercy quiet my urge to hurry. Let grace lead me when patience feels thin. Let your presence shape the way I move through this day. Through Jesus, my mediator, I place my plans, my responses, and my expectations into your hands, choosing to trust not in my control, but in your nearness as I keep walking. Lord, I entrust my heart to you today. I bring it through Jesus, my mediator, the one who knows every hidden place within me and carries my prayers with care before the Father. Protect this heart, Lord. Protect it from quiet bitterness that can grow after small disappointments. Protect it from fear that rises when I imagine outcomes beyond my control. Protect it from comparison and harsh self-criticism that whisper I am not enough or falling behind. Your word reminds me to guard my heart, because everything I live flows from it. So today, I ask you to help me protect it with truth and with peace, not by closing myself off from life, but by keeping my spirit anchored in your presence. Father, I know how easily anxiety can stretch from morning into midday. Thoughts begin to run without rest. The mind keeps turning, analyzing, replaying, worrying. And before I realize it, my peace feels thin. In those moments, remind me to pause. Just 10 seconds, a slow breath, a quiet turning of my heart back toward you. Lord, have mercy. Jesus, steady my heart. Sometimes, comparison enters quietly, through conversations, through expectations, through what I see online. And suddenly, I feel as if I am not doing enough, not moving fast enough, not becoming enough. But you are not asking me to walk someone else's path. You meet me in mine. Teach me to live this day without measuring myself against others and to trust the pace you have given me. Guard me also from bitterness or the small things that accumulate, words spoken carelessly, misunderstandings, moments when I feel overlooked. Do not let them settle deep inside. Keep my heart soft. Keep it open. Father, thank you that your mercy does not run out by midday. It does not fade when I grow tired. It does not disappear when I make mistakes. It follows me morning, noon, afternoon, evening, steady and faithful. When I forget, remind me again. When I feel scattered, gather me again. Through Jesus, I ask for grace to live this day. Grace to rest when rest is needed. Grace to act when responsibility calls. Grace to pause when emotions rise. Grace to trust you in both the small and the significant moments. Teach me to notice your nearness in conversations, in decisions, in responsibilities, and even in quiet thoughts. Lord, I bring my weakness honestly. You already see it, the parts of me that feel strong and the parts that feel thin. And still, you invite me closer. That alone humbles me. When I feel weary, you do not withdraw. When I struggle, you do not grow impatient. When I fall short, you meet me with mercy instead of judgment. I receive that mercy now, for my limitations, for the days I do not have answers, for the moments when my faith feels quiet rather than bold. And I receive your grace for daily strength, not only for large challenges, but for ordinary life. Strength to show up, strength to keep going, strength to remain kind when patience is tested, strength to stay faithful when progress feels slow. Father, give me grace for my mind today. When thoughts feel crowded, steady them. When worry tries to take root, anchor me in truth. Give me grace for my emotions when I feel sensitive, when disappointment lingers, when joy feels fragile. Help me feel without being overwhelmed, and trust without forcing certainty. Give me grace for my responsibilities, the tasks waiting, the expectations placed on me, the roles I carry. Let your strength meet me where my energy feels low. And when mistakes happen, let mercy meet me there too. Not as permission to ignore them, but as freedom to learn, to grow, and to keep walking without fear. Your mercies are new every morning, not exhausted by my imperfections. So today, I do not hide what you can heal. I do not carry what you are willing to hold. Through Jesus, my mediator, I place my mind, my emotions, and this entire day into your care, trusting that you will meet me again and again as the hours unfold. And as my heart rests in this truth, that my weakness does not disqualify me and your grace does not fail, my thoughts begin to turn toward you again, Lord. Not because I suddenly feel strong, but because I am learning, little by little, that I do not have to hide my limits from you. Through Jesus, my mediator, I come honestly. I bring the parts of me that feel scattered, the thoughts that run too fast, the moments when focus slips away, the times when my mind feels crowded with worries, plans, unfinished conversations, and quiet fears. Father, I ask for grace for my mind today. Not perfection, but clarity. Not control, but calm. Not certainty, but enough focus to take the next step. Jesus, carry what I cannot. Give me grace for this hour. Lord, I also bring my emotions. There are days when I feel steady, and there are days when I feel sensitive, easily hurt, easily overwhelmed, easily discouraged. Sometimes I do not even know why. So, I ask for grace to steady my heart. Help me feel what I feel without being consumed by it. Help me remain tender without becoming fragile. Help me stay open without losing peace. Father, I bring my responsibilities before you as well. The ordinary tasks, the repetitive duties, the work that no one notices, the deadlines that do not wait, the quiet way of providing, of caring, of showing up again and again. Whether I am working, parenting, supporting someone who is unwell, or simply trying to hold life together, you see it all. I am not asking for everything to become easy. I am asking for strength to remain faithful in what is placed before me. Grace for the ordinary. Grace to continue when motivation feels low. Grace to stand when I feel stretched thin. Jesus, carry what I cannot. Give me grace for this hour. There are moments when I wish I were stronger, more patient, more certain, more capable. but I am learning that you are not waiting for a stronger version of me to draw near. You meet me as I am, in my effort, in my fatigue, in my unfinished growth. And so, I stop resisting my weakness. Not because I celebrate it, but because I trust that your grace can work through it. I do not need to pretend I have everything under control. I do not need to cover what you already see. I do not need to carry what you are willing to help me bear. Through Jesus, my mediator, I place my mind, my emotions, and my responsibilities into your care. Teach me how to walk today without condemning myself for what I am not yet, and without fearing what I cannot yet see. Help me keep moving forward, not perfectly, not effortlessly, but freely, with a heart that is being held in a life that is being guided, one step at a time, without condemnation. Father, teach me how to rely on grace moment by moment, not only when I am tired, not only when I have reached my limit, but from the very beginning of this day. Through Jesus, my mediator, I come with this simple request. Show me how to live close to you before the pressure builds, before my strength runs thin, before my heart hardens without me even noticing. I have learned how easy it is to hold everything together on my own for as long as I can, and only turn to you when I finally feel overwhelmed. There is a quiet habit in me that says, handle it first, pray later. And by the time I stop, I am already exhausted. So this morning, I ask you to reshape that pattern. Help me not wait until I am breaking to remember that I am held. Jesus, keep me near. Give me grace for this moment. Teach me to build a rhythm of grace into my day. Before I reach for my phone, before I step into traffic or begin driving, before difficult conversations, before decisions that affect my responsibilities or finances, before I react, before I assume, before I rush. Remind me to pause and lean. I am beginning to understand that grace does not push me like a machine expected to perform. It guides me like a father walking beside his child, not forcing, not rushing, not shaming, just steady, patient, and near. And I want to walk in that nearness. Father, keep my heart soft today. Life can make a person rigid, tired, guarded. Disappointments, misunderstandings, pressure over time. They can quietly harden the way we see people, and even the way we see ourselves. But I do not want to live closed off. I do not want to lose gentleness, so I ask for a softness that comes from being carried, not from pretending everything is easy. Through Jesus, help me extend the same mercy I receive to others. When someone close to me is impatient, when a coworker feels difficult, when a child tests my patience, when people fall short in ways that affect me personally, remind me that I, too, live by grace. Let mercy shape my tone. Let grace steady my response. Jesus, slow my reactions. Shape how I speak. Shape how I respond. Father, I do not want to live today in bursts of strength followed by exhaustion. I want to walk in quiet dependence, step by step, moment by moment, not proving myself, not forcing outcomes, but leaning into the grace that is already present before I even realize I need it. Through Jesus, my mediator, teach me to live this way from the first breath of the morning, through every conversation, through every decision, through every unseen moment, held, guided, and gently formed by grace. Lord, I receive your mercy and grace again now, not only for my private moments with you, but for the places where life meets me through people, conversations, decisions, and responsibilities. Through Jesus, my mediator, I bring this part of my day before you, the part that happens in motion, in interaction, in words spoken and choices made. Father, guide the way I communicate today. In messages I send, in calls I answer, in conversations that happen quickly. and sometimes carelessly. Words can build, and words can wound. So I ask you to guard my mouth, to slow my speech, to help me listen before I respond. Jesus, make me gentle. Lord, give me wisdom. There are moments when reactions rise faster than understanding, when I feel misunderstood, when someone's tone feels sharp, when tension enters without warning. Teach me to pause before reacting, to breathe, to pray quietly before I speak. Help me respond from a place of grace instead of from pressure or hurt. Father, you see the relationships in my life that require extra care, people who are difficult to understand, conversations that leave me tired, situations where I feel stretched emotionally. I ask for wisdom to walk these spaces with calm, with boundaries, and with gentleness, not avoiding truth, but carrying it carefully through Jesus. Shape my heart so that I do not become hardened by these interactions. Remind me that I also live by mercy. Let that awareness soften the way I treat others, especially when patience is tested. Lord, I also bring my daily decisions before you, especially the ones that involve responsibility and provision. Choices about money, priorities, obligations, and timing. These things can weigh heavily, and I do not want to rush them out of fear or pressure. Grant me a calm and steady mind, able to discern what matters most and what can wait. Jesus, guide my steps. Lord, give me wisdom. Father, teach me also how to care for myself rightly, to rest without guilt when my body is tired, to learn instead of condemn when I make mistakes, to return to you instead of pushing myself beyond what is healthy. Life is not sustained by constant striving, and I am learning that grace allows room to breathe. Through Jesus, my mediator, I ask you to walk with me in the ordinary moments of this day, in conversations and decisions and responsibilities, in quiet pauses between tasks. Let mercy and grace shape how I live among others, how I carry myself, and how I move through each hour. Because there are seasons in life when mercy and grace are not only needed for living, but for endurance and for hope. Father, today I bring before you the seasons that feel heavy, the ones that stretch my faith, test my patience, and leave questions in places where I wish there were clarity. Through Jesus, my mediator, I bring these burdens into your presence, not as someone who understands everything, but as someone who longs to be held in what I do not understand. You see the trials I face. Some are visible to others. Some remain quiet, carried deep inside where words do not easily reach. There are days when the weight is physical, long illness, exhaustion that lingers, bodies that do not recover as quickly as we hope. There are days when the strain is financial, uncertainty, responsibility, pressure that does not ease. There are seasons when relationships feel distant or fragile, when communication grows cold, when connection feels harder than before. There are moments when work feels unstable, when direction feels unclear, when I wonder if I am walking the right path at all. And in all of this, I come to you. Lord, stay near. Jesus, strengthen my hope. There are times when waiting wears on the soul. Days pass and nothing seems to change. Prayers rise and answers do not come in the ways I expected. In those moments, I confess honestly. Sometimes I grow tired. Sometimes I wonder where you are. Sometimes I question if I am still being led. Yet, even in those thoughts, I find myself turning back to you because I have nowhere else to rest. Your word reminds me that you are close to the brokenhearted, not distant, not indifferent, close. And I hold on to that, not as a promise that everything will resolve quickly, but as a reminder that I am not alone in what I carry. Father, be merciful when uncertainty unsettles me. Fear rises easily in seasons like these. Fear of loss, fear of disappointment, fear of what I cannot control. Quiet those fears gently. Remind my heart that your presence is a refuge, even when outcomes remain unknown. Through Jesus, teach me endurance, not the kind that hardens my heart, but the kind that keeps it open. Guard me from bitterness when waiting stretches longer than expected. Guard me from discouragement when progress feels slow. Help me remain compassionate toward others and toward myself as I walk through this. Lord, when emotions run deep, sadness, frustration, anxiety, meet me there. You understand the language of tears. You listen when words fail. You are patient when I am not at my strongest. And I thank you for that gentleness. Jesus, stay near. Strengthen what feels fragile. Father, let your grace sustain me in these prolonged seasons. Renew strength where it has been worn thin. Restore hope where it feels quiet. Keep my heart soft instead of hardened by disappointment. Teach me to rest, not by giving up, but by trusting that you are still working, even when I am still. I do not claim to understand every trial. I do not pretend to see the full path ahead. But through Jesus, my mediator, I place my trust in your nearness. Let my soul anchor not in outcomes, but in who you are, steady, patient, present. And as my heart rests in the quiet assurance that your mercy carries me and your grace sustains me, even here, something begins to rise again. Not loud, not forced, but gentle gratitude, preparing my spirit to settle into thanksgiving, into peace, and into a quiet trust that holds through every season. Father, now I pause in thanksgiving. After bringing my heart, my weakness, my waiting, and even my uncertainty before you, I allow myself to rest in gratitude. Through Jesus, my mediator, I come with open hands, nothing to prove, nothing to defend, simply thankful that I am heard. Thank you for receiving every prayer with compassion and understanding. Thank you for meeting me with mercy instead of judgment and with grace instead of pressure. I look back over my life and I see your faithfulness, not only in the seasons that made sense, but also in the ones that left me confused. Faithful when strength felt present, and faithful when endurance was all I had left. Your mercy has carried me further than I could have carried myself. Today, I thank you for the simple things that are easy to overlook. The breath in my lungs, the chance to begin again, the quiet awareness that I am still here. Another day to learn, to try, to return, to grow. These may seem small, but they are not small to me. Father, I receive your peace now. Not a peace that depends on circumstances being easy, but a peace that rests in knowing you. There will still be responsibilities, conversations, pressures, things that stretch me. Yet, somewhere beneath it all, I sense a place to stand. Let that peace settle deep within me, quieting my thoughts, calming my emotions, steadying my heart. Thank you for grace that strengthens me daily, grace that sustains me when I am tired, grace that guides me when I feel unsure, grace that steadies me when life feels heavy. I trust that this grace will meet me again and again as the hours unfold. Help me carry this gratitude into the day. Let it shape my tone, soften my reactions, and remind me that I am not walking alone. When difficulties come, gently lead my heart back into trust. When the waiting stretches longer than I expected, draw me back into quiet hope. Lord, I thank you for mercy that never runs dry, for grace that never gives up on me, and for love that remains constant even when my feelings rise and fall. I choose to place my confidence in you, not in my own plans or strength, but in your wisdom and faithful care that guides me one step at a time. And now, Father, through Jesus, my mediator, I softly place this day into your hands. like releasing a burden I was never meant to carry alone. My plans, my words, my decisions, my responsibilities. I entrust them all to you. Walk with me through each moment. Shape my steps, my speech, and my choices with your gentle direction. No matter what today brings, I rest in the closeness of your presence. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. Before we end, I just want to pause and say a quiet thank you. Not out of formality, but sincerely. The way you take time to listen, to slow down, and to pray truly matters more than you know. This space exists because hearts like yours choose to seek the Lord together. If this prayer has touched something within you, you can respond in a simple way. You might write Amen in the comments, not as a habit, but as a small act of faith. A gentle way of saying, Lord, I'm here. And if something is weighing on your heart, feel free to share it. You don't have to carry it alone. If you feel led, you can stay connected with Grace in Prayer by subscribing and returning whenever you need a quiet place to pray. There's no pressure, just an open invitation to keep walking these mornings together. You may also want to share this with someone who feels weary, discouraged, or in need of peace. Sometimes a simple prayer can reach someone right when they need it most. I may not know everything you are going through, but I place you into the loving care of Jesus, our mediator, who understands every burden and every unspoken need. May His mercy meet you with gentleness, and may His grace walk with you through whatever this day brings. God bless you, and may you continue forward in peace.